This clip is, I think she is a Hasan mod.
The conscription is mandatory, but you can go to jail for like a couple months if you refuse to join. There have been lots of people who have protested their government by doing so. And I get that that's a big sacrifice to ask of the Israeli people that live there, but I'm just personally not a fan of, you know, I had to do it, I was forced to do it. I feel like you start getting really close to like Nuremberg trial type there.
Comparing someone who's conscripted to the IDF as a Nazi is pretty rich. Also, like, people want to say this about Eli. I mean, she served in the IDF, like, at this point, God, it must have been like 15, 20 years ago.
What's going on, guys? All right, today we're going to be checking out Denims and a few other different topics that are kind of going to be, you know, spread later through the video. Denims is somebody we've been talking about on the channel for probably the better part of a year off and on. They just pop into, say, the worst and the dumbest possible thing in every single story. Finally, a good cohesive video was released on them, so we checked that out today, along with some input from myself and some of the other clips that I've shown over the years that I've grabbed off of my Twitter feed. Denims is the one who was relevant for making the Zionist comment to Ethan Klein in the recent Hasan and Frogan drama. She's basically a waiting room for Hasan's live stream, and she doesn't really have a lot of talent. My favorite quote that I heard in this video is when she's like, well, what does it mean to take pride in your work? And it's like, well, if I did that for a living, and keep in mind, this is the slop guy you're watching right now, but if I did what Denims did for a living, I wouldn't have pride in my work either. Anywho, guys, please enjoy the rest of the video, but first, we got a word from our sponsor. Are you aware that you have rights? The Constitution says you do. Most people don't realize that when you get workers' comp or an injury from a car accident, many insurance companies are trying their best to take advantage of how inexperienced you actually are. If you're injured in any way, you should know how to protect your rights. And that's where Morgan & Morgan comes in. The YouTubers I'm talking about today might not be able to sue over their bruised egos, but when you're seriously hurt, your injury can be worth millions. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm with over 1,000 employees, meaning they have the manpower and the resources to get you the best possible outcome. If you become their client, Morgan & Morgan does not settle for lowball offers. They achieved significant verdicts in the past couple of months for victims involved in life-altering car crashes, like $12 million in Florida, which was 34 times the highest insurance offer, and $26 million in Philadelphia, 40 times the highest insurance offer. Most importantly, the fee is absolutely free unless you win. If you ever got seriously injured, your case can be worth millions, and you're only a few clicks away from potentially changing your life. It's so easy. You can start your claim with Morgan & Morgan now by navigating to www.forthepeople.com/DeOrio. Link in the description. Thank you to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to it. I have been a world-class hater of Denims for years. All right, I finally was I was blocked by Denims, and then they took away the block feature now, so I can just see all this shit on my feed anyway. I miss being blocked.
Oh, let's bring up the next guest, Denims, the #1.
So the opener is going to be the reference she made to Ethan Klein on the Zionism panel. the hummus panel, the world-class 30-day ban hummus panel.
Woman on Twitch.
I'm moving. I'm getting less and less famous.
So last time I covered Denims, I said I'd only make a part 3 if something big happened. And while something big did happen, she became involved.
By the way, have you seen this? Hold on, let me just cut back to this frame. Okay. So she's on Twitter getting mad that she gets sexualized. I'm sorry, bro. You have like an OnlyFans. You're posting like on Fansly. What are you talking about? I get sexualized. Shut the fuck up.
Make a part 3 if something big happened. And while something big did happen, she became involved in one of the biggest scandals in Twitch history, revolving around massive political biases, alleged
Was that an accident? See, like, how did that line up?
The biggest scandals in Twitch history, revolving around massive political biases.
I don't know, whatever.
Biases, alleged anti-Semitism, and more. This would lead to Denims being suspended for an entire month. Though now that she's unbanned, I want to examine how this has impacted her entire reputation. Before I explain how she got banned, I think it's best to review her past for those uninitiated. So Denims is someone I've covered before on this channel. Though if you haven't seen those 2 videos, I think it's good to give a recap.
And for Denims, she has just never given a good take. Every single time I see her in any drama, you're in for like the worst thing you're about to read in your entire life. I have a thread. Let me see if I can find this really fast. How do you search your own tweets, dude? So one of them was that she called Froggy Fresh a Nazi for like no reason.
This clip is, I think she is a Hasan mod. I think, just like Frogan. And so Hasan is not associated with him. This, again, I don't say that to put blame on him. But these are a lot of the people that are watching Leftovers episodes. And so anyway, here's her take, and then I'll respond to it.
The conscription is mandatory, but you can go to jail for like a couple months if you refuse to join. There have been lots of people who have protested their government by doing so. And I get that that's a big sacrifice to ask of the Israeli people that live there, but
I don't remember what this clip was.
I'm just personally not a fan of, you know, I had to do it. I was forced to do it. I feel like you start getting really close to like Nuremberg trial type.
Oh
shit
my
there.
God. Wait, so they're talking about like, so Gila Klein had to do like, mandatory military service, and she's comparing that to like Nuremberg. What the fuck?
Trying to compare anyone drafted into the IDF mandatory conscription to being a fucking Nazi. Now, if you need an update on the Nuremberg trials, and I'm not gonna be super mean. Okay, I'm gonna be charitable to her, but I just
you can tell this is a year older because he would never be charitable now.
Okay. Had an active role in exterminating.
Let me quickly just. This is the Denims putting a $30,000 bounty on killing Asman.
Okay? 30K.
Obviously a joke.
To anyone who'll make this dipshit disappear and make Eve's breasts bigger. Okay, you have to do both. All right?
And just to be clear, YouTube, we do not support statements like that over here on this YouTube channel. But again, I mean, there's tons of crazy people in the audience. You just cannot be making comments like that, especially when other people are making it in a more open way. What else do we got here? Look at this one. This is the shit-eating grin on Denim's face while Tectone is explaining how his dad's leg got blown off in the war.
Having to relearn how to...
Oh, it wasn't Asman, that was Grums. I'm sorry. There was one on Asman, then there was one on Grums. I don't know. It's one or the other.
Adapt into modern society, because that's what they do.
All right, Smaggle, you're gone for the night.
Inventing a guy to feel sorry for.
Have to readjust into society after being... my dad's deployed 17 times. My dad has served for over 40 years in the military.
Oh, God.
My family has served. And seeing my brothers before the war and after the war, they became different people.
Dude, look at her face,
my
bro.
dad also has PTSD, and it's very awful to fucking see. And seeing him have to understand
look at her fucking face.
What is okay and what's not okay to do. And, you know, society just says, oh, well, you're not at war anymore. Just get over it. And then they come over and they have to relearn that they're safe now. They have to relearn that they're fucking safe.
What do you mean your dad had to relearn what was okay and what was not okay?
You're at war.
What does that mean?
Yeah, like his dad was just raping people. That was the problem.
You have to take as a blessing.
Killing people in the streets.
A mortar can drop next to you, near you. Your friends are dead. My dad was in the bathroom stall. Okay, he was in the bathroom with one of his best friends, brushing his teeth.
Did I not ask you nice enough?
I don't respect you.
This guy hears mortar could, so this girl hears mortar can drop at any time, and then hears, dude, my dad was in a bathroom with one of his best friends, and this is the thing that comes out of her mouth. Look.
1 second he's brushing his teeth.
In the stall?
The next second.
You were brushing your teeth in the stall? What? Crazy, dude.
He doesn't know where he is. He can't hear. He can't see. And his friend is gone. As well as the majority of the flesh on his legs, as well as the entirety of his ear, gone. Have you seen my dad? He's pretty much half robot.
So yeah, obviously we know where this is going. This just keeps going for a while of just... Denims chooses not to do a stream criticizing Keffels for scamming 100K and makes weird... yeah, so this is just defending Keffels by omission.
Actions, and I disagree with some of the things that she's done. And I think in general, my perspective, and this is not going to be the perspective of everyone online,
Is this really lolly?
My perspective is, I don't like to spend my time going after other people that are on the left, right? And that's just because I think my time is better spent.
Literal sides cock. Literal public sides cock.
I don't. What? Why?
Just came out and just
Why does
straight
that
out said
matter?
it out
Why should that make
loud.
any
That's another
difference?
one.
What if someone committed some great?
There we go.
Saying that they're on the left.
Okay, we watched that one. What about the Froggy Fresh clip? No, that's not the Froggy Fresh one. I just watched my first Denims stream. You ever watch this clip?
I don't
Dude,
know
he
how
was
to
posting
explain it.
Nazi shit.
I don't know how else to explain it other than he was posting Nazi shit. And I'm gonna say it honestly.
I just got owned by Smaggle.
Good
What
on
the
them
fuck?
for kicking him from the fight. You shouldn't have spaces that are welcoming to Nazis.
Dude,
So
this is
let me
nuts.
show you guys
I'm so
because I
dead.
don't think
I'm
people
actually getting
recognize
killed.
like how.
All right, I gotta react less now. But anyway, this is some Denims lore just for you.
Denims is a political streamer who started out in Destiny's community. The two would stop associating with each other in late 2019 due to some catty high school cheer drama. She starts sucking up to Hasan Piker.
Oh, do you know why they stopped talking? Wait, I actually fucking read this morning because I wanted to go back ahead of watching this if I was going to choose to watch it on stream. So the reason why, there's a Reddit post on Destiny subreddit that explains it fully, so I'm quoting that post. I don't have the up-to-date information. But supposedly what happened is that there was some guy, like a moderator or like a chatter or something, some like lower-end person, who was dropping Denims off at Destiny's place because Denims, some other girl, and I forgot who the third one was. Basically, 3 of these girls were going to be staying at Destiny's place. And while Destiny wasn't there, because they didn't have enough room in the Uber, this guy goes into Destiny's house and apparently fucked Denims in Destiny's bed. So, like, him and Melina got, like, super weirded out because apparently they started, like, fucking on the couch and then went upstairs and fucked in Destiny's bed. So then he threw her out of her house and they stopped being friends. They were just staying there. Yeah, no. That other guy was definitely not just staying there from what I understand. She was supposed to stay there, Denims, and then she would get thrown out like the next day or whatever because she came back when he was streaming or something. But yeah, it was just some weird schizo shit, if that makes sense. Yeah, it seems pretty deserved.
for clout, essentially becoming a waiting room streamer for him. Her support of Hasan has gotten her into many controversies, like when she feuded with JXE over their video essay on reaction
Oh my
content.
god, you want to watch that one? The JXE conversation with Denims is one of the worst debates I've ever seen. Jay does not debate, and you wouldn't know based off how horrible every one of Denims' answers are to that like any question that's given.
She did this to defend Hasan's lazy reaction content, as well as her own, though this led her to making an ass of herself.
And if all of these things and any other alternative all seem like they're too much effort, then sucks to be you. Take some pride in your work. Holy shit. You don't get to just take something someone else made.
What does take pride in your work mean? I don't know.
What? There's no way that's the quote. What does take pride in your work mean? That's like the problem, isn't it? That's the whole issue.
Her debate with Jay,
There's a whole EFAP dedicated to Denims. Yeah, there is. Definitely one of them to watch.
and later response, made her look like a dipshit. So she made a twit longer ranting about all the hate, and saying she deleted a bunch of her
More hate was deserved than what she actually got, obviously, chat.
videos. Later in 2022, she sided with Xander Hall and Demon Mama.
That's never a good sentence, dude. She sided with Xander Hall and Demon Mama.
Where they downplayed Balenciaga's actions to discredit Shoonhead. She befriended Anissa Jomha, the great
Oh god, all of these words are bad. Every single word that I'm hearing in this fucking video. Holy shit.
disliked wife of iDubbbz, and called Froggy Fresh a Nazi to defend her honor.
He was just posting.
She just injects herself in all these situations and she cry bullies. That's really it. That's kind of the biggest way to explain what Denims is, other than saying pair of tits on the screen professionally. She just inserts herself into a bunch of dramas and then cries about when people start making fun of her or shit-talking her back.
Nazi shit. Okay? I don't know how to explain it.
Oh my god, a hot take, guys. Oh my god, please stop being mean to me. What did I actually say? I'm so sorry.
I don't know how else to explain it other than he was posting Nazi shit. And I'm going to say it honestly. I'm going to say good on them for kicking him from the fight. You shouldn't have spaces that are welcoming to Nazis.
She got her first Twitch
So
ban in
brave,
November
Queen, go
2023 after she read Osama bin Laden's manifesto live on.
Okay, bro, what? I'm sorry, that's new lore.
First Twitch ban in November 2023 after she read Osama bin Laden's manifesto live on air. Not just that, but she wasn't really pushing back on—
Dude, where was this in Twitch or fucking terrorists, Dan? Clearly you've missed something.
it at all, and said America deserved 9/11.
America deserved 9/11. I can't disavow facts, man. I can't disavow reality. That's not how
Dude, such an audience captured Hasan stan. That's so nuts, bro.
that works, bro. Like,
This ban only lasted a day. What really got her in hot
a 1 day ban, chat. 1 day ban. Dude, where is Dan on this one?
water was when she put a 30k bounty on Grums back in April of this year.
Yeah.
listen,
it was on Grums. They thought it was on Asmongold. And then Asmongold reported on it. That was what happened.
number, okay? 30K to anyone who'll make this dipshit disappear and make Eve's breasts bigger. Okay, you have to do both.
This is obviously meant as a joke, though it's unfunny as fuck, and she's bashed others for making joke death threats. This is when I started covering her antics, as I watched a stream from January where she defends the idea of teenage boys watching softcore pornography on Twitch.
Great. What is this? I assume this is talking about hot tub streams. Because everyone likes to, like, I guess, nuclearize the term hot tub stream.
She strawmans detractors as prudes, though I bet she mainly defends this shit because she herself does softcore pornography on OnlyFans and Fansly. Denims also defended Keffels after Mutahara of Some Ordinary Gamers released a damning video on her. She admits to never watching the video and only focuses on the thumbnail, trying to label it as transphobic. She would also downplay the Ava Chris Tyson situation a few months later, equating that her actions are just edgy jokes at worst. Denims has a habit of defending or downplaying the—
Gonna be honest here, you're gonna have to give a timestamp on Ava defenses. Look, I understand why people are pointed in that line of defense there, but like, there was legitimately a point where Ava was just getting obliterated by every single person online, and it wasn't because of any substantive allegation. So it depends on if, when, where this statement was made. It sounds like the edgy statements are related to like the lolicon statements on Twitter, which, I mean, if she knew about that, it's plausible that in those messages you'll see like the Shadman art and stuff like that. If she's defending that, then that's totally fair. But I mean,
what is Bunty King to you?
I don't know what the timeline is on these things.
The actions of very awful people, and that's due to this team sports mentality. If someone's left-leaning, and better yet, trans, then she has to make them look as innocent as possible. She's been pretty upfront about her bias.
Well, again, yeah, that is absolutely true. I'd rather cover things like we just showed the Chud clip before. I'd rather spend my time dunking on right-wingers than spend time at infighting.
Even saying this during her Keffel stream.
My perspective is, I don't like to spend my time going after other people that are on the left, right? And that's just because I think my time is better.
Guys, it's an election year, okay, chat? We have to win this one, boys.
Spent making fun of people on the right. You guys can disagree.
I can be criticizing right-wingers instead of the person who's trying to give like little kids drugs. It's like, oh, yeah, that's a good point, Denims. You're so intelligent. Wow.
I'm not saying that no one should ever do this, and I'm not saying that I think it's bad to do this. I'm saying I don't like to spend my time fighting with people who are saying that they're on the left.
Last time I talked about her, I went over her hatred of Ethan Klein, which seems to stem from the fallout of the Leftovers podcast. She has taken every opportunity to go after Ethan, and labels him a Zionist.
No one said—
Oh my god, bro, I just got obliterated. Fuck me.
That. Literally, no one said that. I saw people call him a Zionist piece of shit, that's true. But that has nothing to do with whether or not you're a boss, right?
She doesn't like how critical Ethan is of Hasan's radical audience, and her response is to be even more—
Dude, critical Klein theory. It's actually insane, though. All these people, I don't want to critique people on the left, and they just lock in to attack Jewish man Ethan because he thinks that Israel should, like, exist. Nuclear take, in fact.
Radical, leading to this drama escalating. On October 14th, 2024, Twitch streamer Asmongold makes some very controversial comments while discussing the Israel-Palestine conflict.
These people would be the ones doing the genociding if they had the power. They would be doing it. Their laws currently enable them to do it. If you want to consider a genocide as a—
I mean, that part of the statement is not wrong, realistically. If they had the means, they'd be doing the same thing. It's a fucking war. Yeah.
systematic killing of a group of people, they have genocide built into Sharia law right now. So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people.
A big issue people had is that
I mean, like, the big thing on January 6th is that we're killing fucking civilians. Like, I was like a huge January 6th. Oh my god. October 7th. RIP. Sorry, I'm retarded. Don't come to me for political takes. October 7th, we're killing fucking civilians. If they had the means, they'd probably be killing soldiers, but they don't. So they just killed civilians. And again, I'm not talking about like the IDF. I'm talking about those brave Palestinians these guys are defending.
Was overgeneralizing a large group
Dude,
of
January
people,
fucking
though others
6th.
took their
Holy
criticisms
shit.
one step further. Hasan Piker and those in his orbit
July 15th is when then.
advocated for Aspen to get banned on Twitch, and the two would debate.
Sorry, there's like the 2 days that get referenced a lot. Everybody else is talking about policy, talking about Democrats, Republicans, election news, and you go on Twitch and it's all trans people in Palestine. Like, it's just not a representation at this point. They banned all the political streamers, but if you want to go on Twitch right now, you can find the best gosh darn trans debate you'll hear this year, even though the rest of the world doesn't give a fuck about the issue anymore.
Each other shortly after. During this debate, Hasan would bring up a stream of Rashad al-Haddad, who many refer to as Timothy Chalamet. Hasan downplays who he thinks this guy is by saying he's just a Yemeni teenager comparable to Anne Frank.
I talked to a teenager from Yemen, okay, who everyone called, myself included, called Timothy Charlemagne, or Chalamet.
Is that the One Piece one?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now this kid is like, I think he was like 19 at the time when I talked to him. Which means that for most of his life, he has withstood genocide, right? Like he is a person who's only...
This is just unreal. Every time I hear it, it's like Hasan went on to say something probably worse than what fucking Asmongold had even said. He got no ban, and everyone's like, Asmon only got so many days. And it's like, you're comparing a terrorist to Anne Frank, you fucking psychopath. There is just such an insane bias over at Twitch that you have to bully people into actually taking action against the protected class that is Hasan Piker and his many orbiters.
Like, it's literally like talking to fucking Anne Frank, basically, okay? Being able to talk to Anne Frank in real time.
The reason why Hasan has been getting backlash over that interview is because he never pushes back against anything al-Haddad said. It's not a journalistic interview, but instead a fluff piece where
No, he's like a fan of his... I really love your work. Holy shit.
Hasan compares him to Luffy from One Piece, and now he's comparing the guy to Anne Frank. I don't think Anne Frank would post stuff like this if she were alive today. Many have claimed that al-Haddad is a Houthi pirate, a terrorist organization with the slogan, "Death to America, Death to Israel, Curse be upon the Jews." A few would point out the hypocrisy of Hasan's orbit citing Twitch's terms of service, when many of them have broken them time and time again. The difference is that Twitch is massively biased towards far-left political streamers, as Twitch's CEO, Dan Clancy, has openly supported Hasan's behavior.
I mean, this is spitting so far. I'm not really seeing anything overtly wrong with it.
Would get banned for 2 weeks, and made an apology where he owns up to his behavior. Denims would, of course, call out Asmon, as she heavily dislikes the guy. I don't like Asmon either, but her hatred of him is extreme.
Like, I am so fucking tired of sides-cucked people, and this community does the worst. They have no actual morals. It's like, bad person here, okay, cool, let's just go against every single thing they said. Oh, person who we've deemed good said something wrong? Well, I'm just gonna avoid it at all costs, never gonna mention it.
There are probably hundreds of streams where she bashes his content, way more than what should be normal. On October 19th, Ethan Klein would bring more attention to the drama by uploading a video titled, "Twitch has a major problem." This problem that he's referring to is rapid anti-Semitism on Twitch, giving examples on both sides of the political spectrum. He points out that Twitch had just unbanned Sneeko and Myron Gaines, who both have a history of making anti-Semitic statements. He also mentions Hasan by pointing out his interview of Timothy Chalamet and playing a terrorist propaganda video live on stream.
Right now?
He mainly focuses on an
Holy
officially
shit.
sponsored event at TwitchCon 2024, done by the podcast Arabs. The Arabs podcast is a failing YouTube channel hosted by Frogan, Caprice on Poppy, and their friend Raph. Most of their videos struggle to make 5,000 views, and it's mostly just them rambling on about random shit nobody cares about. The reason why I mention that is because despite their irrelevancy, they were given their own Twitch panel. Obviously this is due to bias, as they have political opinions that the higher-ups at Twitch agree with. Joining them on
Hasan's friends got their own panel. Dude, that was crazy, bro. That was insane. What the fuck was that feed?
This panel is a no-name streamer named Vio, and her good pal Denims. 4 of them are Arabic, which they use as a personality trait.
That is true. I noticed that like a lot of these fucking streamers who barely get by off of like personality traits that would align with Hasan Piker's values.
It's a pretty boring panel for the most part, but at least the 30 people in the room seem to have fun. They do a tier list where they rank streamers based on how Arabic they are, which is really strange.
We brought you guys here today because we want to rank streamers on how Arab they are.
Now they claim it's not about how Arab they are, it's just like whether they can use a word, like, what was the word, guys? I forgot which one it was. Like, giving them the pass to use it. I don't know. It's extremely stupid. This whole premise is ridiculous.
Or Arab code.
Habibi, or whatever, the Habibi pass. Well, I guess I've gotten it, so I'm on the Habibi approved list.
We know, Vio, you are not Arab.
I'm not.
You are Persian. Very nice. Thank you so much for being on this couch.
This is like when they're like, Nick, you know I'm not fucking Sicilian. You're not Italian, right? I go, yeah, I'm Sicilian.
I'm Persian.
But
all right.
But we are going to tier list them, and we're going to need your help to discuss and figure out who can say Habibi and who can't.
And also, we have tiers. We have Arab coded. They ask permission to say
Arab
Habibi. You know,
coded.
like you got like a white guy's like, can I say it? Is it a slur? Is it
okay?
Am I allowed to?
To be clear, I sounded like a slur. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And then you have thinks it's a slur, where it's like a white person that really they're like, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm so sorry. And then love Sabra, which is they're not Arab coded at all.
Yeah.
Love Sabra, meaning Jewish hummus, like is Jew, is the tier. Oh, bro, there's no way I just got another collat. 2 in 1 game? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
They're not allowed to say it.
It's basically like you can't say it, and if you say it, you're literally hate criming us.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a racially based tier list, going from Arabic to white to Jewish, though they disguise this with jokes and dog whistles. And I don't use that term dog whistling loosely, because their use of the term Sabra is meant to seem innocent. It refers to a hummus brand many associate with Israel, though it also refers to Jewish people born in Israel. Just flip the races around and see how people would react.
Yep.
If someone made a tier list with the category might work at a 7-Eleven, these people would flip. Hasan and Austin show are placed in the Arabic tier, despite the former not even being Arabic. They then get to Ethan Klein, allowing the audience to boo him.
The next person is one of my favorite people, Ethan Klein.
I told you guys.
The biggest shock of this whole clip is that there's an audience of people who fucking lined up to watch these Humegalols talk on a fucking panel. Is that not the biggest fucking nuclear thing here?
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one. That's good. All right. Turn that up. Turn giraffes.
We all know where this is going. Okay. I like how we're getting audience input. They're like, you know, fuck what you guys had to say.
Dude, where's the? You guys are missing a category for Zionist. That was a joke. That was just a joke in my.
Denims. Well, obviously it's Love Sabra, right?
Yeah.
It has to be.
That's easy.
It has to be. Why would it have to be? I'm confused.
Love Sabra. All right, so there he
Are
goes.
we being messy?
Denims pretends to be joking, but she's called Ethan a Zionist before. Ask any of these people how Ethan is a hateful Zionist, and I guarantee you they can't give a good answer. Ethan is justified in calling this out. I mean, the only other people in the Sabra category are Sneeko, Mike from PA,
and
this
Ben
guy,
Shapiro,
who I think is named Scootish, Asimgold, Jinxie, and Denims herself. Most of the people in that tier are included as a joke, with the joke being that you don't want to be put there at all.
Should we make somebody in the audience mad, or should we wait?
What?
What was that English?
Yes or no?
What?
The what?
Yeah, do someone in the audience.
Mike!
Yeah. Mike.
Wait, is that Mike from PA?
Mike.
Me personally, I'm putting him in Love Sabra. Yeah.
Love Sabra.
Oh my god, dude, Mike in person is a terrifying. Okay, bro. Why does he do that? What is this fucking? All right, I have to ask. Why do they do this with their hair? Every fucking person either looks just like Hasan, or like does that with their hair. Like they either look like Hasan or Bo Blacks, and there's literally no in between. Just fucking cut your hair. I don't get it. Like why?
Love Sabra. Love Sabra.
Yeah. Love Sabra. Everyone clap for Love Sabra, please. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike loves Sabra. I would put it down there.
Sit down.
Sit down. This isn't an interactive show. What are you doing?
Security.
Security, please.
Security.
We got a heckler. Next is XQC. Damn, they're kissing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so mean. We should at least move him up one.
No, you love it.
Don't put him in the Sabra tier. That's too cruel. They make it very clear that the tier isn't desirable to be in.
I feel like
I don't mean it in a bad way, but I feel like he just likes Sabra.
It's crazy because like all these people will tell you like this is a dog whistle, that's a dog whistle. Froggy Fresh is posting Nazi memes on Twitter, and then they actually fucking just straight up dog whistle. And they're like, no, we're just talking about hummus, man. What's wrong with you? I didn't do nothing wrong. We're talking about hummus, man. It's like actually delusional.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he goes to the store. He's like, oh, this is my
that's
favorite.
based.
We need to put it in Love Sabra.
Yeah.
I know the other people are in there derogatory, but he's in there just like neutral.
Yeah, Jinxie loves Sabra, not derogatory.
Oh, sorry, sorry, Mike.
He's like, no, I really fuck with Sabra. I'm not
You
gonna
love it.
Yeah.
That's why we put you on the Sabra category. Sabra's not hummus. Dude.
You hate Arabic food, and that's why you love Sabra.
Yeah, true.
Ethan would bring up multiple times that this is a sponsored
that was
event, showing their
disgusting.
blatant hypocrisy when it comes to boycotting brands.
Chevron, Capcom, and Samsung. Do you know that there is an Arab to Jew tier list happening in front of your sponsor? And you guys were so kind to sit right in front of them. Chevron, Samsung, and Capcom. By the way, a bit of irony. I love that they're boycotting hummus and sitting in front of a Chevron
Nick, I owe you an apology. You're right about Dog Pack. Thank you, Shaq Juice.
logo. Like, yeah, I wonder which one's doing more damage. Okay.
Even being charitable to these guys, it's still a lousy panel. Again, if the races were flipped around, the panel
No, absolutely not, dude. If they literally did it from top down and they called the last panel Habibi, you'd be hearing like endless fucking hate. There'd be like fucking people would be getting fucking death threats over this on Twitter from the worst people. There'd be so many death threats on Blue Sky, it would drown out all the child pornography on the site they're trying to hastily remove.
would have never been allowed to happen in the first place. It makes this part incredibly ironic.
I got called Mia Khalifa yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, that's true.
All right.
I'm so, me when I lie.
This part incredibly ironic.
I got called Mia Khalifa yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, that's true.
All right.
Yeah, no, you thought you got hate crime for like 20 seconds. And you were like,
I was like, I don't know how to. I was like, is this like a hate crime or is this like a
and
compliment?
I look at Frog and I was like, I wish someone walked by me and be like, oh, Leonardo DiCaprio, like, what? Okay, not that. Oh, he's creep.
The entire panel is the epitome of safe edgy. The idea is meant to seem risque, but would never actually get them into trouble with their intended audience. The problem is that this panel escaped its intended audience, and is now being scrutinized by the same standards
Yeah, it's like acceptable racism shit.
these panelists abide by. Denims would obviously respond to Ethan, live
You know what I
streaming
mean?
her
When people are like, oh guys, I'm so racist. See, I hate the British. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't everyone hate that? Oh, I am so racist, dude. I'm so in, dude. I hate those filthy British people
Actually,
with
it was
their
vid-
crumpets and such.
idea less than a day later. Her entire strategy is to just gaslight Ethan into making him sound crazy, while ignorantly laughing at or blatantly ignoring his criticisms.
That's
Jewish.
Dude, where's the? You guys
She
are missing the
snorted
category
again.
for some-
Jesus.
I forgot who said this, man.
All right, let's move past the. We have Tectone. What else do we have? 30 Day. I'll leave the Tectone stuff because we went through this already. And I'll like make it because I mean this guy's video seems pretty good so far. I'm gonna give you a section. Rob's media video. Let's do the 30 Day because I'm interested in more recent shit. Casual racism. Nah, I'm competitive based.
On the evening of October 21st, it was announced that all 5 streamers from the Arabs Twitch panel were given a 30-day suspension, that being Denims, Frogan, Vio, Caprice and Poppy, and Raph. The reason cited was that panel, which many thought was interesting. Why wasn't Hasan banned? He said way worse stuff than what was on that panel.
At least Patrick Henry College
because
is-
he's like literally the approved streamer. That's why he's not banned.
like doing one good thing, which is that like if you have these fucking millionaire billionaire wasp fail sons at least taking them out of other colleges so they can only do date rape to other billionaire, millionaire, failed dogs.
I love this clip because he just can never defend why this is so fucking unhinged. It just never, like, there's nothing he can say.
Is like, in some respects, you know, from a utilitarian perspective,
Oh
of course,
my God.
a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like, taking these guys.
It's like, dude, Destiny's the reason that nobody takes me seriously politically. Yeah, sure, man. I believe you.
And putting them in a pen with one another is ultimately getting them away from the broader society.
Well, him getting banned would cause way more of a stir, and banning those on that panel seems like a compromise and a good scapegoat.
There is nothing I can do. All I can do is just take it. Just like Capri Sun Poppy and Frogan.
Dude, they're martyrs. They're literal martyrs.
Everyone else that's getting banned in this mass ban wave, all they can do is take it. And it is like...
Dude, they're oppressing these the Arabic voices.
Gross and unhinged and completely untrue. And I don't know what to say. Their goal is for you to stop talking about Israel's actions under the guise of fighting anti-Semitism. Twitch is playing along because...
No, their goal is to just get you to stop talking in general because you're literally the worst news source on Twitch. You publish more misinformation than a fucking Babylon Bee parody article. And every single thing you do is just layered and caked with you crying. It's so obnoxious to actually have to watch and sit through any of your streams.
They're an American corporation after all. Yeah.
Hasan will post links in his chat for fans to support these streamers during their ban, which many point out might be a TOS violation.
Wait, dude,
Who is Bunty
I actually don't know. Like, I thought it was. I don't know now. I think someone was arguing with me about this. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, J-Stock argued with me. It seems pretty cut and dry, but he's like, that's not the nature of the way it's written or something. I don't know.
Twitch has always been strict when it comes to platforming banned streamers, and this definitely counts in some way. One Twitter user wrote, shouldn't he do a fundraiser for...
Because the argument is like it's a Patreon and
not
not like a YouTube channel, but it's also like a competitor because they post content there.
as friends and mods. This isn't about Gaza or Palestine anymore. It's straight up a dick measuring contest, and it's so vile.
What?
Denims herself wouldn't respond for a few...
Dude, are my hacks on? What the fuck? Why can I see through the bus? Hello? Excuse me, game?
few days.
Why
Though
is
finally
it
made a
just the
few
bus?
tweets. Not on her main account, mind you, her gossip account. Wanted to hop on and say thank you for all the kind messages and the support I've received over the past couple days. Look forward to a big stream when the ban is lifted. In the meantime, I'll be working on other content and maybe hosting some fun activities in the Discord.
I feel like
Then
this
she
is cheating.
joked,
I don't want to kill
one of
that
the worst
person.
parts of being banned is not being able to chat with any streams, just lurking like a freak. The comments are mostly from friends, mainly just
Wait.
throwing support and asking.
When did this thing is gone too? Is the game just not loading in shaders? Wait, everything is gone. Well, I'm so confused.
For clarification. Why did you get banned? Not trolling. Made a tier list of who could say Habibi at TwitchCon. Once her ban was announced, XQC of all people would comment
Do you think everyone else can see these things too? Like, is this cheating?
on it.
I'm much impressed this person got banned. This person never gets banned. This Denims girl, she gets away with everything.
It's so crazy because even XQC, who's not even like in the crew of people arguing this, can notice this is happening.
She says the most unhinged shit. This is one of the most unlikable person I've
And Denims is like not a big streamer, so the fact that XQC even knows who this is like tested. Like, I don't know, it just shows, dude.
ever met in my life. Chat, guys, I'm not gonna leak private conversations off stream, okay? But I was at this party, okay? And this person is insufferable.
Wait, what happened? He's like lucid right now. He can speak English correctly.
Insufferable. Holy shit. But like why don't you get a friendly
Okay,
combo?
awesome.
We're not even banned or whatever. And she rips this like, oh yeah, and then she mentions like some lawsuit shit, like being on her side or whatever in front of me, and I'm like, oh brother, like if you actually read into this shit, you'd see that what you just said is just incorrect. And it's just like, well, is it? I don't know that. That's her side of the story. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are we doing here, dude? Like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, actual vibe terror.
Wait, why did the audio quality just like dramatically increase just now? This must be a screen recording.
Now for those of you who don't speak retard like myself,
This guy's great, dude. How come I've never seen this guy's videos before? To be clear, this is Rob's Media. Rob's Media.
I'll explain what he's saying. XQC says that when he first met Denims, she brought up the lawsuit he was having to deal with involving his ex-partner, Adept. Adept, if you don't know, is a gold digger who has
yes,
made numerous attempts to claim money from XQC, even lying about them being in a common law marriage. He implies that Denims is in support of Adept, which doesn't surprise me at all.
Bro, is she? I mean, I'm not surprised, yeah, because like Denims is retarded, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone take Adept's side before, ever. And you just know it's because like XQC does gambling streams, therefore he deserves to have his money taken away by some degenerate fucking bitch.
She's the type of person to support other women, even when it's clear that they're a horrible person.
Oh my god, dude, it's fucking Katie Bugs, bro. It's fucking Katie. Every take is terrible. Every Denims take. Dude, if you ever think that you have a good idea, check Denims' Twitter. If she agrees with you, pull out, dude. Literally. That's a good way to go through life with Denims.
Again, it's all about team sports with these people. Denims wouldn't really be active online because of the ban, which many made fun of. She got banned at the worst possible time, during the 2024 election. Truly a Rip Bozo moment. This is usually when these political streamers make the most money, though we missed out on that sweet, sweet content.
And the reason why she lost the Electoral College, and I said the only reason why it was a slight, very marginal chance for Kamala Harris, was because of the many failures of the campaign that I have been actively fucking communicating. Actively fucking communicating for months!
On November 9th.
Dude, if only they listened to Hasan Piker, the Democrats would be going into the, let's see, the House, the Senate, and the White House. Yeah.
Denims would tweet, "Wanted to start off and say thank you for the overwhelming love and support I've received in the past 2 weeks. I also wanted to apologize for the radio silence after my ban. I'd also like to announce that there will be a big bombshell stream coming November 18th. This took so long to announce because I've been waiting to hear back from Twitch about my appeal, but it's obvious to me that they won't stand up for their creators against mobs of bad actors. Thank you again, and I'll see you all very soon." She then links to a donate page and a new Patreon account with no content on it.
Ooh. Comeback stream. I actually didn't see anything about this, so this is all new to me.
Denims' actual comeback stream will be on November 21st, and she actually reacts to the videos she's playing on her pre-stream show. Barely.
I don't really.
Yeah, so her pre-stream shit, I don't know if he mentioned this so far, she'll just, instead of letting music play for 10 minutes, because I'm a psychopath and I need you guys to get in and wait, she'll just leave shit on her screen, like music or a starting soon screen, for like an hour, more than an hour. It just sits there and collects like Twitch revenue.
Really care about the Mr. Beast stuff. I just don't care. I already know how I feel about him.
Let me pause for a second here. Why do you guys think she dislikes Mr. Beast? Is it A, he's a capitalist, B, he's a capitalist, or C,
he's a capitalist? It's
you know
he's a capitalist.
What answer it is.
He's just a capitalist?
Wait, she just says it out loud. I always like, oh, I'm gonna hear a terrible take right now, but I never realized like how shameless it is.
Who produces YouTube slop to make as much money as possible?
Wait, I'm sorry. What do you call your Twitch clips? I guess not profitable is probably the distinction.
And it just so happens that sometimes his YouTube slop benefits people, but he wouldn't do it if it didn't make.
God, dude, that's just so fucking funny. Dude, yeah, dude, he does this all as like a tax write-off. That's why Mr. Beast like helps people. Instead of just making a gaming channel and making way more money that he could actually keep. Oh, he just writes his taxes off. He just does all these he does these charitable actions. He's trying to clean the seas, plant some trees, build some fucking what are those things called? Build some fucking wells in Africa, help people see again. Oh, but it's a tax write-off. He's just doing this so he doesn't have to give the money to the government. Oh, okay. Well, if he gave the money to the government, they're just going to send it to Israel and they're just going to kill more of your friends. So what would you rather like? Curious. They're going to send $2 billion to Israel with the money that Mr. Beast was going to use to do all those surgeries. So it sounds like you should probably like Mr. Beast. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Money.
I was watching this live and was easily able to predict what she was going to say. Now, I'm not going to be able to go through every single point she makes in the stream, but if you are curious, I'll link it down below. I archived a good 3 hours of the stream. She of course starts by shit-talking Ethan Klein, trying to label him as a hypocrite.
He doesn't care about anything except getting back at Hasan Piker. That's all he cares about. He's someone who would call Hasidic Jews dirty, which is something...
To What is that? Like, who thinks like that?
Something Ethan Klein has said doesn't care about anti-Semitism. He doesn't give a fuck about it.
He just needs to get even with Hasan Piker. Everybody's Destiny. Everyone is always Destiny all the time.
Lives in his $1 million fucking mansion in LA. He lives a very
Bro, where does your boss live? What does he drive? Just curious. I say boss because he's the only reason you make money.
Full life. He is not exposed to any of this shit. He doesn't give a fuck. If he gave a fuck about any of it, he wouldn't.
Everything you're saying is exactly Hasan being a fake socialist. Like, to a T. You get it. You actually understand.
Personally engage in it. It is just to attack Hasan. That's what they care about. That's all they've ever cared about.
Denims brings up multiple old clips from Ethan where he essentially makes edgy jokes. Here's the main one she harps on.
Here we are in
This clip was crazy, bro. Dude, he was just walking through fucking... But here's the thing. Like, we were pulling these clips up in 2020. I didn't see this bitch come defend us when we were fighting with Ethan. Where the fuck was she? Where the fuck were all you guys? All you guys H3 Snark Reddit when we were pulling up clips of him calling all the fucking people in Israel dirty street shitters. I'm just curious. How come all of a sudden you guys are moral flagging over it when we were joking about this stuff in 2000 when? 2020? Oh, yeah. Crazy, dude. You guys hadn't found your cause yet, I guess.
Like, you know, me.
You guys hadn't had your real I don't know, fucking, you haven't really fleshed out your opinion.
Or Ela. But this is
It's crazy. You can go back and watch those old videos and see them start recycling all the arguments that they were calling us racist when we made back then.
Jew, the you know, the dirty, grimy, jacket wearing Jews.
Guys, he cares a lot about anti-Semitism. That's why he's stalking these...
He's stalking them. He's stalking them, dude. That's stalking.
Hasidic Jews and calling them dirty. Because he just cares a lot.
These are the people who will lecture you on charitability, by the way. That's the shit that you're gonna get lectured on charitability by this fucking... I don't know, dude.
About anti-Semitism.
The difference is that this video is almost a decade old. Literally, it's from March of 2015. Most of these other clips are from around the same time period of the mid-2010s. The only recent example she brings up is the Ben Shapiro Holocaust joke. And guess what? Hasan Piker defended Ethan over it back when it happened.
Listen, he just said some shit about Ben Shapiro that conservatives are complaining about and crying about because he said Ben Shapiro, who will be responsible for the next Holocaust.
Yeah, again, these people are all hypocrites. They don't actually have any positions. Their position is whatever the most convenient argument against the person I hate is at any given moment. That's why you'll find hundreds of clips of these guys talking about stuff and defending stuff they previously condemned because they're locked to an ideology. There's nobody home.
Can I say something
It's
to you,
just
Nick?
filling in
I
the
really
blanks that gets me to whatever political position that I defend.
He just said he hopes he goes first in it, okay? And of course that understandably was weaponized by conservatives. Of course it was going to be weaponized by conservatives.
And now it's being weaponized by the very same group of people who defended him all these years.
my God, dude.
Funny how that works. I don't think any of this makes
like
Ethan
cheating.
a hypocrite, because he's not going after
This is,
Hasan
like,
for past
actually
edgy
cheating.
jokes. It's because he believes Hasan legitimately holds some anti-Semitic beliefs. He went after the TwitchCon panel because those on it have similar beliefs to Hasan, and could be using jokes to disguise genuine hatred. Though of course she's still coping about that, and thinks she got banned because of a lie being spread by Ethan and those who agree with him.
The fact that Asmongold got banned for 2 weeks for calling Palestinians inferior and suggesting that he didn't give a fuck that they should be genocided because they're inferior.
Like, you can just hear all this moral fucking pandering right here, and she just doesn't actually... Like, there's no position here. This is like, the enemy has made a mistake, or whatever. The enemy has made a comment that we can use to get them banned. We will be capitalizing on this today. The enemy has slipped up. We'll be taking them out.
And the rest of us got a month based off of a lie?
Dude, this is her. Look at her face right now. And then remember what her face looked like when she's like, yeah, I don't really want to talk about the fact that Keffel scammed her trans audience for $100,000 and tried to get little kids drugs. You know, because, I mean, it's a sides thing. You know? It's a sides thing.
Is a fucking joke. It's a total fucking joke. And this is, dude, this is exactly what Hasan meant when he said Islamophobia is A-okay. You can throw as many Muslim or Arab creators or just Muslim or Arab people in general under the bus, and it doesn't matter.
During this stream, she'd also cover the Twitch adpocalypse and watches Ludwig's video on the topic.
Dude, Ludwig is like the biggest cuck in the game. He'll always make a video and then Hasan will give the call and he'll take it down or he'll edit it. Remember the one time Hasan got mad over a video he posted? So he took it down and then uploaded it as if it was a re-upload, but it was a completely different Hasan-approved version of the original one. You remember that shit? That was crazy.
For fence sitting. This video would win first place because, God, this video from him is terrible. But that's not what Denims dislikes about it.
All right, so there's currently in Twitch world a piss match, right? Hasan is blaming Asmongold for the adpocalypse for.
Okay, I think I've watched enough. I see why people didn't like the video. I see why people were frustrated with the video. It's a little inaccurate. It was not great. not good.
Wow, it didn't just completely glaze Hasan Piker and suck his cock the entire time. So I get to see why I get why people had a problem with this one. God.
Which, like, everyone's gonna be wrong sometimes. It's fine. It's okay. It is what it is.
It's just like you're talking to like an audience of just fucking mind raped people. That's what's really happening. You're talking to an audience of just completely mind raped people that you can mold into like thinking whatever you want them to. They're the perfect viewer. I'm actually super fucking jealous. I wish I could just convince you guys every single position I have is right all the time.
And I'm a Ludwig fan. I like Ludwig, even if he's Elwig sometimes.
Does she
oh my god.
Elaborate on why the video is wrong? No. She barely reacts to it, and maybe pauses it like 3 times. I think it's a bad video because Ludwig doesn't cover the core of why the adpocalypse started, because he doesn't want to piss off Hasan. Hasan got really mad the last time Ludwig covered him. A big part of this stream involves Denims reviewing recent allegations regarding Tectone. Now, just so you guys know, I'm recording this on the morning of the 22nd, and this is still a developing story. These allegations are first brought up on the 20th by Pinkychu, a VTuber and OnlyFans model. She claims that someone she was in a relationship with would sexually assault her. She never named anyone, but many automatically assumed she was referring to Tectone.
Oh my god, I'm getting
Tectone would
annihilated.
respond the next day, though didn't mention her name either, intentionally keeping things vague.
So, I am going to leave it at this. My lawyer is going to be contacting your lawyer, the same lawyer that I helped you get because you were scared. I'm not fucking around with this.
All right, well, to be clear, I don't really think that I don't really want to talk about Tectone until I sit down and read everything, because there's just so much to talk about there. I don't know about you guys, but like I was considering doing a segment on it today, and I just did not want to pull up, make like a stream docket to go over every single thing, because it's still like an ongoing story, and it's kind of weird to jump in about halfway through. I probably still will if it's going next week, but I don't know.
Shit. This shit's retarded. If you want to do this shit, then let's do this shit. But I can't sit here and hear your dumbass schizo the fuck out, which I thought you were medicated for. I guess not. Schizo the fuck out repeatedly.
Yeah, because it doesn't, from what the light stuff that I've seen, it does not look like an open and shut case at all. In fact, like I posted the URR meme as a joke, and Tectone like immediately followed me and told me what a funny joke it was. I was like, So we'll see what happens, I guess. Just be clear, that's the only interaction I've had with him.
Repeatedly. So enjoy. My lawyer will be contacting your lawyer, and we're going to shut this shit down right the fuck now. Because this is ridiculous. I tried to be cordial. I tried to be nice. I tried to be happy. I tried to help you. And that's the way that you're going to repay me? Great.
However, this is still a he said, she said case, and neither side has given any evidence. It's just one person's testimony against another's, and they both refuse to name names. I don't have an opinion on this yet because it's still so new, and we need more proof from either side to make an informed decision. I personally don't think it's a good idea to have a super concrete take just yet, but this hasn't stopped those like Caseytron and Mike from PA from doing just that. With the amount of scandals surrounding
No, because when Mike from PA, Casey Tron, Denims, like, they don't care if this guy's innocent or guilty. They'll suffer no repercussions if they make the wrong take here. It's because it's the same thing. It's like, oh, Asmongold said thing, go after him. Oh, Tectone, he's been mean to us recently. He's been accused, all in. There's no critical thought. There's nothing associated with it. Nothing even of the kind when it comes to this. It's just them being, I guess, sides cucked. As
OTK.
usual, which is what this community does.
I wouldn't be surprised if he is guilty of these things. Though at the same time, there is a possibility that Pinky Chew is lying for attention. I mean, how many
All
times
right.
have you seen false allegations?
Okay, that's not a good argument. I'm sorry. All right, there we go. That's the first time I have to... There's a chance that she's lying for attention. How many times have women lied? Jesse, can you pull up... Wait, is it Jesse? No, who's the one... Who's the one from Joe Rogan? Jesse, pull up those times that people lied. Pull up an example of woman lying.
There is a possibility that Pinky Chew is lying for attention.
Jamie, pull up a time that a woman lied.
I mean, how many
Thank
times
you, Jamie.
have you seen false allegations being spread online? Only for the
I mean, I don't think this doesn't need to be said. You know what I mean? Like it's, yeah. When he said like innocent until proven guilty testimony and stuff like that, that conveys everything that this gives. But this kind of gives it like a. I mean, listen, it's like the Eminem quote: "I'm not a jealous man, but females lie."
them to get debunked after a short while. And I'm also not picking sides because I don't follow either of these people. I just think Tectone has good takes regarding
I mean, it's like if I turn around and I'm like, dude, listen, I know that women lie, but have you guys seen Harvey Weinstein recently? I mean, like, look at Hollywood, dude. There's a whole lot of raping going on in Hollywood. So for all I know, this guy's like a turbo rapist. I mean, it's the same exact thing. It doesn't. This did not need to be said at all.
Again. Now with Denims, I do have to say that I agree with a few of her takes here. His response didn't do him any favors in the court of public opinion.
I mean, look at Bill Cosby. That guy was just fucking raping people. Like, it's okay.
Also be interpreted into frustration since he trusted this person. Pinky Chew previously defended him against Freem.
This shit ain't funny. This shit ain't cute. I can no longer help someone who is this fucking stupid. I can no longer try to protect someone that is this fucking stupid.
It's funny because if you look at her facial expression, it's the same one that she had when he was talking about his dad getting blown up by an IED. It's like you could just drag and drop the clip and her face doesn't change. She's got this look down, dude. Oh, what the fuck? Did I just X out of my... What just happened? Where'd all my things go? Come back! No way, bro! No way! What the fuck? Everything just like the whole Edge browser just died. I am so mad. Can I pull up history? What? Hold on. What the fuck? Dude, I'm a professional fucking streamer, bro. What was that? Where did it go? I'm seething. All right, hold on. We're going back. Rob's Media. He's done a few of these Denims. I'm going to check the other ones probably offline. Here we are.
Super concrete take just yet. But this hasn't stopped those like Casey Tron and Mike from PA from doing just that. With time, don't follow after. Those anger could also be interpreted into frustration since he trusted this person. Pinky Chew previously defended him against Freem.
This shit ain't funny. This shit ain't cute.
Dude, you mentioned tax folder. I really wanted to do a bit where I like have a quote unquote Dax folder where I pull up my fucking thing and it's just a bunch of pictures of the recording artist Dax. And I'm like, no, it's my Dax folder. And then I just end stream. But I'm way too lazy to do that.
I can no longer help someone who is this fucking stupid. I can no longer try to protect someone that is this fucking stupid.
Ah, nice veiled threats there. Really painting yourself to be sympathetic here. You're really painting yourself...
Yeah, I'm sure. Even if this guy gave the best response in the world, your fucking dumb bitch ass would be saying the exact same shit.
For me, sorry, you're painting yourself as someone that I should sympathize with. I like it. I like it. Jero, thank you for the gift sub. Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking protect you anymore.
Who would betray me this much?
Holy shit, dude. I can't get over the abusers.
Dude, I can't believe the woman who made the joke about fucking putting a hit on Grums is like, oh, cute, veiled threats.
Clear that she's
Like,
going
it's-
hard on
oh,
him because of
God.
her bias. She would never go this hard on someone on her side of the political fence.
Never,
as seen with her coverage
ever.
of Ava Tyson and Keffels. And with them, there's loads of evidence. Denims also takes the Nick is not green route, and spends half the time poking fun at him for unrelated things. For instance, she makes fun of his voice.
So today, we are on Ari's account. Now, in case y'all don't know,
He made his voice less annoying. I guess the comments got to him. I guess too many people making fun of how he sounds got to him.
Usually I wouldn't care, but this shows her real reason for covering this.
I mean, the equivalent joke for you would be like you wearing a shirt. Oh, I guess people got a little tired of too many people make a lot of comments. Like if you wore a hoodie one stream, they'd make the same joke about you.
Get back at Tectone for calling her friend fat. Despite these only being allegations, she treats Tectone like he's 100% guilty. And there is a chance that he could be guilty, but neither I nor Denims know that for sure.
I assist everybody that I fucking know. The same people who I help the most end up fucking me the hardest. And it happens year after year after year. And everyone wants to pretend that I'm the bad guy. I'm done being the good guy. I'm locking this shit the fuck down. This shit ain't content to me. And enjoy that.
Oh, it's not content to you when people accuse you of things that you did?
I mean, yeah, she's not even playing this like remotely fairly. And this is just hearing the initial allegation too.
You know that someone's innocent when they say, it's everybody else's fault and it's definitely not mine. I have been nothing but nice ever.
But again, there's no responsibility. This community does not self-police ever under any circumstance. This will go, like, even if this is completely, and again, I don't know if it's going to come back or not. I personally, it looks like a shit show over there. Okay, if I did the stream tonight, I don't even know where I'd end up on which side of the fence. But if it does come back, there's going to be like zero repercussions for her. And there won't be any repercussions for the stuff she's saying when she clearly doesn't know the answers to the things that she's just blatantly saying without, yeah.
And yet everybody is so mean to me. I will tell you for a fact, even when you are the victim, you've still done things wrong.
Wow.
I have been the victim of many situations, and there were things that I did wrong in those situations.
Do you have an example of that? Because not once have I seen Denims own up to any of her
Ever,
mistakes.
never.
And I'm
Oh,
very
no.
familiar with her history. She's only ever doubled down or acted the victim.
And by the way, to all of you people who are out there believing it with no source, with no proof, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. Because you're the reason why the internet's so fucked up. So enjoy that. Because I don't forget.
Aztec tone, it's so fucking funny. You're not me. You're the reason why the internet is fucked up. You.
She doesn't have any good counter arguments for that. She can't conceive the general idea that someone would be willing to lie about serious allegations to garner attention.
I like how
I get why he put that in before then.
Been proven 100 times that women do not get clout from
Oh, God. I mean, okay, now I understand why it's here. It just was kind of placed weird.
publicly talking about their sexual assault. It has happened.
Yeah, they get tons of clout if they get away with it. That's the problem. You're using examples where they didn't get away with it.
0 times that talking about your sexual assault has given you clout, and they still do this.
Making allegations public on the internet is done for clout. That's the whole point. Whether they're true or false. Spreading
Or
allegations...
they're done to maliciously destroy someone's reputation. And if that is the case, if it is being done to like destroy a reputation, then what's the difference? Okay, it's not clout, it's malicious. All right, well, I'm glad we ironed that one out.
is meant to garner attention, so that others online know that the person accusing is bad, and the person making them knows they'll get recognition from it. This is definitely up there as one of the dumbest things I've heard from Denims.
Update, 3 hours after recording, Tectone released a statement mentioning Pikachu by name. He claims to have evidence, but has still not released it. All right, guys, I'm going to let you guys check that out from him. So we didn't watch 2 of these sections. There's the Denims versus Tectone section and plausible deniability. I actually, yeah, this is pretty good. I'm going to subscribe to Rob's Media on my channel. I hadn't really ever seen anything he's made before, but this was pretty cool. All right, a few other things I wanted to discuss tonight. I wanted to point out that Drake went on XQC's stream and dissed Kendrick Lamar, and then apparently went out for drinks and shit with XQC.
I'm Drake. This is XQC, real streaming legend.
What the fuck is happening online?
Me, I do music, in case you didn't know. I'm here, as you can see, fully intact. Mind, body, and soul, in case you were wondering. Right?
Mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul.
Is he balding?
Body and soul, in case you were wondering. Right?
Mind, body, and
Is there like a cowlick in his hair, or is he balding?
In case you didn't know. I'm here, as you can see, fully intact. I don't respect mind, body, and soul, in case you were wondering.
Oh no! What am I gonna
Right?
do? Mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul. You need facts to take me out. Fairy tales won't do it. Cheers to everybody.
Words live by.
Words to live by. Real talk. Cheers
Chat.
to everybody. Love. W.
Dude, I can't believe that he's in the room with like XQC. Like XQC actually talks in real life, like the muffled Himpleton guy.
For everybody. Max is tonight. Anitas.
When did Max win?
Mm-hmm. Anitas tonight. Listen. Okay. Mike, please bring me a drink. I want to set this off. Yeah.
That is quite the drink, holy.
By the way, it never
Wait, this guy took one shot and he's just like, oh!
tonight. Listen. Okay.
Ah!
Mike, please bring me a drink.
My pasty
I wanna set
white
this off.
streamer skin cannot absorb this alcohol. Ah!
That is quite the drink, holy.
By the way, it never gets any better.
Holy.
That's another piece of life advice for you.
Wait, dude, he's just like having a depression moment. What the fuck? Dude, life will never get any better than it is right now.
I want to set this off by I wanted to announce this before we even get it. I'm coming back to Australia. First time in 8 years.
He's coming back to
Coming back to
Auschwitz?
Australia. on
Oh,
tour.
Australia, okay.
It's actually funny enough called the Anita Max Wing Tour.
Really? No.
Sorry, it cut out when he said Australia, and I just assumed it was a slur. I don't know.
I swear. It's the Anita Max Wing Tour. Melbourne, Sydney, Gold Coast. Yeah.
See a lot of us in chat, a lot of
Yeah, a lot of
boys.
So I don't care any about this, but what I do want to talk about really fast is that Drake is suing Kendrick Lamar. Well, not Kendrick Lamar, but UMG, the people who distribute the records. I saw Toastify mention before there's a lawsuit over Kendrick botting or whatever. There's a lot of botting that goes on in the music industry. I don't doubt that that's the case, that they're botting some of these views early on to try to push these songs. But they're not just suing over that. Drake is filing a lawsuit over defamation. Is that not the most Drake shit you've ever seen in your life? This guy got clapped in like Not Like Us and Euphoria, and he's suing over defamation, claiming that he could show damages and he's been defamed. Holy shit. Now, if you listen to his tracks, if you're like at any point caught up on all the stuff that happened, the crazy shit is his whole thing is I fed you fake information. Like he was the supplier of the information that he's suing over. He's like, I put like fake leaks in your camp and then you use them in your songs. Therefore you've defamed me. But like, if that's the narrative, then what the fuck is he suing over? Statements that like he leaked, that his team put out? A day after filing a lawsuit accusing UMG of illegally boosting Kendrick Lamar's track on Spotify, Drake's company levied a similar claim in Texas court regarding the radio giant iHeartRadio. The new filing was filed late Monday and made public on Tuesday about funneling payments. But the filing offers key new details about Drake's grievance toward UMG, saying the song falsely accused him of being a certified pedophile. And a predator, but they chose. Dude, keep in mind, right? Drake said that Kendrick was molested. Drake said that Kendrick's wife is fucking like his child is Dave Free's kid, right? Talking about like beating girlfriends and stuff in these songs. Like, this is a fucking rap beef, dude. They're just lobbing shit. He's been fucking defamed by being called a certified pedophile. UMG, yeah, dude. Certified lover boy, certified. Jesus, I haven't had hit that button in a long time. Maybe I should full screen this. It'd probably be
What
more
is Bunty
useful.
King to you?
A person?
Who is Bunty King?
Nicholas DeOrio.
Oh god, that's so fucking funny, dude. Drake is such a pussy. UMG could have refused to release or distribute the song. Dude, they could have just leaked it. What are you talking about? They turned Not Like Us to a viral mega hit with the intent of using the spectacle to harm Drake.
Nicholas DeOrio?
And the plan succeeded beyond UMG's wildest expectations. It's a pre-action filing. AIM taking at depositions from key figures to obtain more information that might support Drake's accusations in a future lawsuit. Wow. The suggestion that UMG would do anything to undermine any of its artists is offensive and untrue. The company said we employ the highest ethical practices in our marketing and promotional campaigns. Well, we wouldn't know because you're investigating yourself, UMG, so nobody cares what you have to say. Another one that I wanted to bring up, shorter story. I said no Mr. Beast. This is the closest thing we'll be talking about tonight. On behalf of Jake Weddle and his girlfriend... This is Jake Weddle's girlfriend posting to Reddit to show a picture of them being okay. I'm not kidding. This is real. And it's really funny. And by the way, her name is Lex. Do you see it? Look, I'm not saying anything, all right? Anywho, Mrs. T Lexify posted this on the subreddit. Thank you for all the support here. It's refreshing to see people giving honest thoughts and balanced takes on the situation. It's been rough lately. We've been threatened in so many ways, but we're holding strong, and part of that is thanks to you guys. She looks like Ethan is online. No, it's literally Mr. T Lexify in a wig. It's literally... She does look, dude, I'm sorry. It's I don't make the rules. I hope Jake is doing well. I am. This is Jake22. The hate comments on my YouTube page are brutal, but seeing YouTube drama have my back last night put a smile on my face. Hey, Jake, I just wanted to say thank you for sharing your story. I believe you, and yes, the subs got your back, brother. Thank you to Lex for this post, and I hope you guys are taking good care of yourself. Thank you. Much love, heart emoji. I appreciate you all. Like, this is just so fucking funny, dude. Holy shit. We'll see when once season 2 of Mr. Beast gets rolling. Who is this person now? Edna Mode. Do you have an ETA on your video? Trying for some time this week? Wait, no. Okay, it's not the girl. I thought it was going to be the girl. Like, the girl's making a big video. The world isn't ready for it. He's going to have to come out as Democrat or Republican if he wants to respond properly. No! Chat! Oh, no! They're going to expose him for... Wait. What? Whoa, dude. This is going to be crazy. Would love if it could be out in time for Thanksgiving discussion. Do you want to talk about this at the Thanksgiving table? What is happening? Oh my god. Mr. Beast is fucking fishy. I would have known that without Dogpack having to make, to even make the video. Oh god. Wait, what did Muda do? Like, Some Ordinary Gamers goes out of his way to call Jake an idiot for accepting the challenge. Yes, by the way. And for hearing gossip about the Delaware guy when it's proven true. He's an RSO. Yeah, if you ignore every single thing that guy said in the video, then he's totally right. Do you have monkeypox?
No.
Hey, thank you so much, Erica. Appreciate it. Happy holidays to you too.
What?
I heard you're into some BDSM shit, so I'm just wondering if that's how you got it. You got the flamenco clip. Sub to Jake, not because of the drama. Thank you so much. Although a lot of people, that's how I found him, but because I noticed he was a fellow Green Day fan. Hope you're doing well. Tell Jake I'm impressed that he made it 11 days. It's a long time to be alone. I would have walked earlier. Again, 11 days, 10 grand per day, $110,000 plus 50K. Guys made $160,000 off of not completing a challenge. I'm sorry. I am not sympathetic for him at all. I'm literally not sympathetic at all. If you manage your money better, then you wouldn't even need the 50K, but whatever. Anyone with 2 brain cells to rub together understood you. The hive mind is brutal. Yeah, like, dude, we're the hive. Can you believe that we're considered the hive mind, the minority of people who make fun of this guy? I literally have Toastify doing my Jake Weddle section, specifically because A, he's a talented creator, and B, because I'm way too mean, and I needed like a young idiot. I'm kidding. I needed a nice voice to explain it in a nicer way that I could possibly put. Because I'm so fucking mean, and I needed like a normal human being to deliver the news. Because it just nobody wants to hear me talk shit about Jake Weddle from that sector. No, he's very good. I saw his section; it was very good. You're gonna love it. I actually put a feeler out because I wanted somebody to do the section, and the reality was, for the moment I tweeted that, I wanted Toastify to do it, and I was kind of hoping he would just be down, but I didn't want to like make him feel pressured that I wanted him to do a section in my video. So I put it open ended, but realistically, I was kind of only looking for Toastify. Oh God. Anything else in here that's funny? No. We have oh, this is an update. I wanted to point this out. Noah Samsen recently kind of doubled down on it. He says he didn't, but he kind of doubled down on his Chud Logic pedo allegation. I'm not sure you guys know who this is. He got banned. One of the reasons he got banned was because he called Chud Logic a pedophile on Twitter because he was upset with a thumbnail. And I gotta be honest with you, this is like his big response to the Chud pedo allegation dispute. And it's still bad.
Okay, so the first point that Rob brings up is the Chud Logic allegations. So in my video, I retracted the accusation that Chud Logic was a pedophile, but I did it in sort of a backhanded way. I'll play that now. So yes, technically you guys got me. He's not a pedophile.
Wait, J-Reg baited me into being in a video with Noah Samsen. It was pretty funny. Oh, that's actually fucking hilarious. This is like the one time that I was in a video with Zero. Listen, Noah's got a sus mustache, okay?
Of a backhanded way. I'll play that now. So yes, technically you guys got me. He's not a pedophile, he's an ephebophile. He's not a pedophile, he's an ephebophile, and a weirdo and a groomer. So yeah, I do want to unequivocally retract that he's a pedophile.
So he's correcting the record. He's saying that he's retracting the Chud Logic pedo allegation, but his excuse for doing it is really fucking bad. I'm sorry.
I shouldn't have done that, and I'm sorry to Chud Logic for doing that. I got some feedback from CSA survivors about how we shouldn't throw that word around without...
Dude, a CSA guy's like, hey, you ought not call a guy a pedophile for not doing anything remotely pedophilic because it could totally make the word mean less. Wow, I never thought of it like that way. Crazy.
For doing that. I got some feedback from CSA survivors about how we shouldn't throw that word around without evidence because it
he needed to be told that that's a bad idea.
The word's meaning. And I think that makes perfect sense. I've always loved internet humor like this. You know?
Internet humor is when you just accuse a guy who's previously been falsely accused of being a pedo again.
Extreme hyperbolic insults, like quote tweeting a Zionist that's mocking Palestinians being killed and saying, hey chat, someone should probably beat this guy to death with hammers. Or in Chud's case, you know, he was putting scantily clad photos on the thumbnails of videos that were scrutinizing sexual assault allegations. Hey guys, we should melt this pedo guy in a cast iron cauldron.
Just to be clear though, you're not calling him a pedo because you think it's funny to call people pedos. You're calling him a pedo because he was falsely accused of being a pedo. You could try to word it as much as you want. You're being intentionally fucking malicious here. So if you want to say, oopsie guys, I made a funny, but I didn't mean to, that's not really a solid answer. You're 0 for 3 on this so far. 0 for 4 if you count your initial tweet.
It's ridiculous. It's a product of Twitter culture, and it's always been hilarious to me. What I've learned over time, though, is that doing this is not worth it. It's not worth the trade-off.
It's not worth it because I got banned. There we go, guys. That's the real reason.
I got banned from Twitter for this and other similar statements. My cope for almost 2 years now has been that I was leaving anyways and that Elon broke the site and made it Nazi site. And that's true in part. I've been on Blue Sky lately and it's 10 billion times better. You should follow me on there if you want. However, having access to my audience on other platforms is genuinely pretty helpful, especially when it comes to the more serious political side of things, like the stuff I've been covering lately. And it would be nice to be able to talk about it with, you know, my audience and the people I know. But thanks to stuff like this, I don't have that anymore, which sucks.
Oh, I feel so bad for you. It's almost like that you're a huge scumbag and it's funny that you got banned.
So to anyone that wants to do content online, as funny as it may feel to post stuff like this or make hyperbolic death threats, as fun as the word pedophile is to throw around at people.
Oh my God, bro. I'm sorry. This is just not a good response. I wanted to watch this and be like, all right, I'll stop fucking picking on Noah Samsen, but I'm just like, this is his takeaway. This is a real clip from his video.
This or make hyperbolic death threats, as fun as the word pedophile is to throw around at people you don't like. If you don't have any real evidence to go off of, then just keep that offline. Anyways, let's continue.
It's like a fucking toddler, bro. How does this guy fucking survive? Like, he's obviously lying, but like, it's an absurd statement. I don't know who's listening to this going, wow, man, that's a great point.
You don't like. If you don't have any real evidence to go off of, then just keep that offline. Anyways, let's continue.
In early 2021, a Twitter user made a thread detailing her experience of Chud.
So he just keeps reacting
she said she
to
was
this.
a fan of his.
Who is he reacting to? Who is the guy who made this video?
Things happening in the world right now that I think are important and not getting enough coverage on YouTube, namely the genocide in Gaza. While I had previously covered Gaza, I discovered too many lies, just no desire.
It's Rob's Media. Well, that's funny because we're actually going to be reacting to Rob's Media right now.